Gregory, be still. I think she's found us. Gregory, do you see that small vent on the floor? Have you ever heard of Among Us, Gregory? You need to vent. I know it will be I know it will be hard for you to be sus, but I know you can do it, Gregory. I won't just say that we were in security watching the cameras. I mean, it's partly true. Excuse me, Gregory. Can you pause the recording, please? You should use your Faz arms to push yourself down that Faz slide, then Faz use your Faz legs to Faz kick down the Faz door. I consider it a dignified death. Not really, it was actually quite pathetic. The nail that sticks out gets hammered down. If you sit by the river long enough, you will see the body of your enemy float by. Even monkeys fall from trees. Don't you hate getting killed by obscure secondary characters? Stranger danger! I was just waiting for you to drop your guard. Whoops, that's gonna leave a mark. Yar, what can I do for ya? Yarg, how may I be of service to ya? Yarg, who touched me bird? Yar, you win some, you lose some. Yar, me bird likes ye, so I'll do ye a favor. Yar, ye play with fire and sometimes ye get burned. I always come back. That was easier than I thought it would be. That game was totally rigged. That's what you get for leaving me hanging. If I get jump scared, you get jump scared. It's not my fault. I have these fat plastic fingers and can't press the buttons. Mr. Hugs got me again. I recognize you, but I'm not afraid of you. Not anymore. The others are under my protection. The others are like animals, but I am very aware. Seeing you powerless is like music to me. I don't hate you, but you need to stay out of my way. Come closer. Help me count my teeth. You're not so big. Just a bite-sized morsel. Ha! You knew I'd get you eventually. There just isn't room here for both of us. Flash that light all you want. It can't save you now. Okay, Nightmare Freddy is going to be a little bit more difficult for me to do, but I'll try my best. I'll try. I am remade. I am remade, but not by you. By the one you should not have killed. What a gift to relish, a victim that can't perish. I have been given flesh to be your tormentor. No light can save you now. And finally, the one you've all been waiting for. My friend, you have met a terrible, terrible demise. But, I don't feel too bad about it. After all, if it weren't from me, it would have just been from someone else, I guess what I'm trying to say is life goes on. Well, for everyone else, life goes on. Not for you. You're dead. But that's neither here nor there. It reminds me of one summer day at the park. I was just having such a delightful picnic with my good friend Orville. And I said to him, Orville, I have a story. And he said to me, what's the significance of the story? And I said to him, Orville, not every story has to have significance, Sometimes a story is just a story. You try to read into every little thing and find meaning in everything anyone says, you'll just drive yourself crazy. I had a friend do it once. Wasn't pretty. We talked about it for years. And then not only that, but you'll likely end up believing something you shouldn't believe, thinking something you shouldn't think, or assuming something you shouldn't assume, Sometimes I said, sometimes a story is just a story. So just be quiet for 1 second in your life and eat your sandwich, okay? Of course, it was only then I'd realized I'd made sandwiches, and poor Orville was having such difficulty eating it. Elephants have those clumsy hands, you know? Actually, I suppose that's the problem. They don't have hands at all, do they? They're all feet. I can't imagine asking. I couldn't imagine someone asking me to eat a sandwich with my feet. Now, if I recall correctly, there was a bakery nearby. I said to him, "Orville, let me go get you some rye bread." Now, I'm unsure if elephants enjoy rye bread, but I can assure you that Orville does. Now, this was on a Tuesday, which was good because rye bread was always fresh on Tuesday. They made sourdough bread Monday and threw it out Wednesday, or rather, they sold it at a discount for people who wanted to feed it to the ducks, and then probably at the end of the day, finally, they threw it all out. I don't recall. I do remember a man who would bring his son to the bakery every Wednesday and then go feed the ducks. They will buy all the sourdough bread. Of course, you're not supposed to feed the ducks sourdough bread at all. It swells up in the stomachs and then they all die. At least, that's what I've heard. I never saw any ducks die myself, but I did notice a substantial decrease in the duck population over the course of a few years. I just never thought to stop the man and tell him that he's killing the ducks by feeding them sourdough bread. And if you want my opinion on the matter, and I told Orville this as well, if you want to feed ducks or birds of any kind for that matter, it's best to buy seed. I mean, when you think about it, breads of any sort don't occur in nature. They don't grow on trees or spring up from the bushes. I don't think birds know what to do with bread. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So I bought Orville some rye bread. What a fine day it was.